Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed and you're interested in cologne, menswear, how to do things, and golf, certainly please subscribe. If you are subscribed, welcome back. So today we're talking about, I think, the most hyped fragrance brand I have seen in a while, and that's Mind Games. And so I went out a month or so ago and purchased their Discovery set. Let's find out what we liked, what we didn't like, and if it really lives up to the hype next. Okay, so Mind Games is a newer company that obviously is hyped up on every social media channel there is. I'm blown away at how many reviews are out there for this brand. Obviously, people are being let's say, compensated for their opinions, their positive opinions at that. So again, I went out about a month or so ago, purchased this $75 for 10 different fragrances. To kind of get into the packaging real quick, they come in these little cute boxes. And for the sake of saving time, I took them all out and put them in order this way. So there's a, like chess, a dark and a light, and we're just going to go through one at a time. Initial spray, what do we think, and then come back after they dry down and see if our opinions have changed. Again, I've worn all of these and I will save my opinions for them until we're done, but I think their Mind Games is a very appropriate name for this. So let's get into this. First one up is Grandmaster, and if you can see this, I don't know if you can see this or not, they put the print so small in these boxes, or these bottles, the decants, that I'm assuming this is why they used these boxes, because you literally can't, you can read the boxes, but you can't read the name. So first one up is Grandmaster. Grandmaster, according to Mind Games, says, the top notes are blackcurrant, rosewater, and pivoine. The middle notes are rose, Kona coffee, wild violet. The dry down is myrrh, incense, panettone, and ebony wood. They consider this an amber floral edible. This is, as a lot of people have said, if you've watched any reviews, I get a lot of chocolate with this one instantly. It's a very nice fragrance. I'd say this one leans more towards the masculine side. I'm gonna spray this again because it's such a weak spray. There we go. Yeah, you definitely get the black currant at the beginning. Well, like I said, we'll see how that one dries down, so I'll put that one down here. The next one up is Gardez or Gardiz. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. This one opens up differently. Maybe it's the blackberry leaf I smell, but it's early to tell kind of what. Okay, now what I get instantly with these, and now we're in the dry down, is the leather accord. So this one, as of now, I know people said this smells like popcorn. The top notes are apricot, blackberry leaf. Middle is orris, jasmine, rosewood, cassis, and the dry down is leather, cedar wood, and popcorn. I immediately get the black leather early on, so this will be interesting how this one dries down, because that one almost instantly smells like the dry down. All right, double attack. The top notes are orange bitters, pimento oil, pink pepper. Middle notes are agave flower, cinnamon, Madagascar, geranium. The dry down is dark chocolate, vanilla, vetiver bourbon, and Indian sandalwood. They consider this one a citrus woody edible. Again, if you've never smelled these before, instantly dark chocolate, which is weird. I mean, they're calling these the dry down notes for really all of these, and it's the instant top note for me. I get a little bit of the orange bitters at the very beginning, a little bit of the pink pepper, but I instantly smell dark chocolate, a little bit of vanilla, and probably a little bit of the creamy sandalwood here as well. So not bad. I would say so far these are all leaning, I mean obviously unisex, but I would say more on the masculine side. So that's double attack. The next one I'm going to butcher this name is Jadoub, which is, okay, so top notes is rouge, mandarin, middle is bright red pomegranate, rose. The dry down is Ambrostar, which is, I'm assuming, ambroxan, benzoin, vintage leather, patchouli oil, and sulawesi. Woody, floral, fruity. Okay, so I instantly get ambroxan in this. I get a little bit of the pomegranate and the rouge. This is an interesting one. I would say of any of them so far, this is definitely the most feminine smelling one. So, okay, so that one's Jadoub. All right, last one's up, a Scholar's Mate. They consider top notes, cardamom, bergamot, cinnamon leaf, grapefruit. Middle notes are orris, elemi, pimento. Dry down is sandalwood, fig leaf, vetiver, and cypriol. This is a woody, aromatic floral. I initially smell cardamom, bergamot a little bit. I don't smell the orris yet, which is fine by me. And I also get sandalwood, a little bit of fig, and the spicy kind of pimento part. So that's the dark, that's Scholar's Life, that's the dark of those five. Okay, now we'll get into the light. First one up is probably their most famous, which smells a lot like a fragrance that smells like Juventus. And if you see, this is another thing I'm running into with these guys. I get one spray and then the bottle ceases to work. So this smells just like Juventus. They call it nut. Top notes, mango, pink pepper, tomato leaf, bergamot. Middle notes is lavender, mango flower, watery, and star anise. Dry down is patchouli, ambrostar, ambroxan, and oud. They consider this a woody, leathery, fruity. I won't get into my overall view of the brand, but obviously this is probably the most popular, I would say, because it smells just like another brand, their top seller. I mean, I like this. This is not a, this is an easy wearing, dumb reach fragrance. I mean, I think all of these, and we'll get into it, the dry down, but I think this is the easiest to wear so far. So that one is Blockade. Castling is up next. A couple sprays on that one. I've worn this one. Okay, I'm going to get into this here. So top notes are fig leaves, bergamot. Middle notes are iris, freesia, lotus flower. The dry down is vanilla wood, skin musk, vetiver, sandalwood. Green, floral, woody. I wore this the other day. I don't like this at all. This is such a, and this is not a bad thing. This is a feminine scent, so obviously I don't love it. But I instantly get, you instantly get freesia. I guess you get a little bit of the sandalwood. The iris, which I don't like powdery fragrances, so again, this is one that's not one of my favorites. And the vanilla woods. I mean, I get musk and woods with this instantly. This smells like, they call it lotus flower. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I would consider this. I mean, it's just a very feminine floral fragrance. So that's Castling. Checkmate. Next up. Let's see if this bottle works. I find it funny that the best fragrance probably in this group has the bottle that doesn't work. But anyway, Checkmate. The top notes are Divana, Champagne, Rouge. Middle notes are Rose, another Rose, Bulgarine, Magnolia, another Rose. A lot of heavy roses here. Dry down is Tobacco, Bourbon, Patchouli leaves, and Tree moss. They call this a Chipe floral tobacco. This is an interesting scent where I don't know how to explain this one. It starts off very bright, very up in your face, bright, cheery. And then the rose, within obviously 30 seconds of all the different roses, starts coming in, the magnolia. So that'll be an interesting one to see how it dries down with the tobacco and the patchouli leaves. But so checkmate, I like that one. All right, Kaisa, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. We'll do this guy. We'll do a few sprays on this one. This one I don't remember. Top notes is black licorice, pink peppercorn, cardamom. Middle notes is tubalane, Lang Madagascar, jasmine, white gardenia, and the dry down is another version of ambroxan, ambrosinide, cocoa bean, vegan musk, and they call this a floral white flower woody. I tell you, the opening is really good on this one. The black licorice is really good. I don't get a ton of cardamom, but I get a ton of florals in this one. Really interesting. Again, that I would lean that one way more towards feminine, but a nice fragrance nonetheless. And last one up is As Suli's Diamond. So let's try this guy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so top notes are fig leaf, Madagascar, bergamot. Middle is Lang Lang, Madagascar, or Lang Lang Madagascar version. Broom flower, tonka bean. The dry down is myrrh, incense, amberwood. They call this one a woody aromatic incense. So what do I get out of this one? I get the smoke early on. I don't get the mandarin much at all. I get the Lang Lang. I get the myrrh. Fig leaf I get. Again, so I guess my point is, so far, I think 3 or 4 or 4 of the 5 of the lighter ones I definitely lean more towards the feminine side. So we will let these dry, come back in about an hour, and then kind of go through them. And we'll talk about the seasons you can wear them in and who I would suggest these for. All right, guys, so we let these bad boys dry down for about 50 minutes or so. We're just going to talk about what we like, what we don't like. I'm not going to get into ranking of these yet. It's so subjective. I can tell you which ones I think are easier to wear. So the first one up is Grandmaster. Again, they call this an amber floral edible. Top notes again are blackcurrant, rosewater. Middle notes are rose, Kona coffee, violet. Dry down is myrrh, incense, ebony wood. This is a nice, very nice coffee fragrance. It's a good scent. I would say this is a scent I would wear in the fall and winter. I wouldn't wear it in the middle of summer. Certainly would. Maybe at the beginning of spring you could wear this. And I think this one is a true unisex. If I had to give this a grade, and I'll grade these while we go through them out of 10, I'd say this is probably an 8 out of 10. It's a nice fragrance. Okay, next one up is Gardies. Gardies, again, they consider this a woody floral leather. Top notes are apricot, blackberry leaf. Middle is orris, jasmine, rosewood. Dry down is black leather, cedarwood, and popcorn. So I would say this to me is very leathery. I don't know if I can even tell. I get a little bit of orris, which is a powdery rosewood. The dry down black leather and popcorn. Again, this is probably all I get really now is the popcorn and black leather. If you like a leathery scent, this is a really nice scent. Longevity, this one when I wore lasted all day on me. These also, they're all Parfum Intense, I believe. They're all Parfums, so they should do well. I like this one again. I'd say 2 seasons, fall and winter, not one I'd be wearing in July, especially when it's in the high heat. But I like it. Again, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's good. It's not something I'd go buy a bottle of. Next one up is Double Attack. This is a citrus woody edible. Top notes are orange bitters, pimento oil, pink pepper. Middle is agave flower, cinnamon, Madagascar, geranium. The dry down is dark chocolate, vanilla, Madagascar, vetiver, bourbon, and Indian sandalwood. Again, this is considered a citrus woody edible. This one is really nice. It's what I would call staticky. What I mean by that, it's I get the dark chocolate and a little bit of sandalwood and a little bit of vanilla Madagascar. This is in the world of, I would say, Bicillions, that type of a beautiful scent. You know, if you really want a chocolatey, I'm trying to think what this is close to besides Achilles. I mean, there's a number of them out there, but it's a good scent. I would love to wear this in the winter. Obviously, it's June here where I'm at, almost July, so it's kind of hard to tell, but a really very indifferent scent. So I like this. I can get a little bit of the orange bitters. Again, I would say 2 seasons I would wear this for, but double attack is nice. The dark chocolate is beautiful, and Indian sandalwood is great. So this one I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. Very nicely done on that one. All right, so the next one up is the name I'm going to butcher 100 times is Jadubi, Smokazubi. Woody, floral, fruity. Top notes are rouge, mandarin oil, Madagascar. Middle is bright red pomegranate, rose. Dry down is ambrostar, ambroxan, benzoin, vintage leather, patchouli oil. Woody, floral, fruity. Boy, this may be one of my favorites. I get a little bit of pomegranate on this one, a little bit of rose. I definitely get ambroxan, heavy ambroxan on this one. A little bit of leather, patchouli I get. This is another nice one. Boy, I did not think reviewing these I would like as many as I have, to be fair. When I originally wore these a couple times each, there were a lot. And again, I'm putting these on paper, not skin. I don't have 10 spots on my body that I want to smell these today. So I'm trying to think what I get out of here. It's got to be the ambroxan I smell, and the leather, and the patchouli. This is another nice fragrance. Boy, I'm surprised, because when I went through these originally, I did not like as many as I thought. Boy, this one I'd say you could wear three seasons out of the year. I just probably wouldn't wear it in a super high heat. But you probably even could. On a cooler night, I think you could. The patchouli, leather, and ambroxan really is what makes this work. I know I'm rambling on here, but I would say I'd give this one another 9 out of 10. Not bad. I mean, I'm almost shocked myself here with these, because I did not think I was going to like them as much as I did smelling them again. And again, I've worn these over the last 6 weeks or so, so I really wasn't sure what I would like. All right, Scholar's Mate. Woody, aromatic, floral. Boy, I can tell you what I can smell instantly. So top is cardamom, bergamot, cinnamon, grapefruit. Middle notes are orris, pimento. Dry down is sandalwood, fig, vetiver, and cypriol. This is a woody, aromatic, floral. All right, so what I smell in this: cardamom, a little bit of bergamot left, sandalwood 100%, a little bit of vetiver, a little bit of cypriol, a little bit of orris. This one did not turn into a powdery mess, which I'm happy. I know those people like powdery love it. I don't. Ugh. I don't want to smell like an 80-year-old lady. Scholar's Mate is good. Wow, I did not think I would like many of these going back through, but again, an 8 or 9 out of 10. This one, boy, I'd say you could wear this as a 4-season one. I think you could wear this all year long. You know, depending on your sprays. Again, I'm a 1 or 2 spray guy. But, oh, that's good. I'd say an 8.5 out of 10. That's a good one. All right, now we'll get into the other guys. Blockade, which is the one that to me smells just like a thing that rhymes with Juventus. Obviously, if you like Aventus, or Juventus, I should say, you'll like this one. It's very similar. This one to me is a little more lemony, a little more mango-y at the beginning. But it's very close. I mean, it's the nicest to me, I think it's one of the nicest of the groups. Mango, pink pepper, tomato leaf, bergamot. I mean, the bergamot is what you smell, a little bit of mango. Lavender, watery, star anise, dry down is patchouli, ambroxan, and oud. I get zero oud in this whatsoever. They call this a woody, leathery, fruity. I mean, this is an all year round fragrance. This is good. I mean, Blockade is super good. You know, is it $3.50 good? I don't know. You spend your money how you want, but it's good. I mean, I just wish my bottle worked more than the one spray I get out of it. But Blockade is definitely good. All right, Castling. Now we're getting to some of the feminine ones, and this is probably where I'm going to turn my thoughts here. So Castling is fig leaves, bergamot. Middle is iris, freesia, lotus flower. Dry down is vanilla wood, skin musk, sandalwood, floral woody. I mean, I get the sandalwood instantly. I get the skin musk. I get the vanilla woods. This is, I wore this last week, maybe this past week, and hated it. It's just not for me. This isn't all for females. I think you can wear this all year round. You know, it's just a female fragrance. I don't even want to give it a score because it's not something I'd ever wear, but it's a pretty scent for females. Castling for me, for men, you couldn't pay me to wear that. Checkmate. Divana, champagne. Middle notes is rose, magnolia, rose. Dry down is tobacco, bourbon, patchouli leaves, and tree moth. They call this a chipe floral tobacco. What do I get out of this? But this is such an unusual fragrance. Checkmate has got me stumped. I smell a little bit of tobacco. Yeah, but you get a ton of florals, The rose, there's 3 different roses in here. They're all really good. The champagne dries off pretty quick. Patchouli leaves. I mean, it's good. Is this something I'd wear? Probably not. And I've worn this. I've tested it. It's not one of my favorites. But again, a nice fragrance. I'd say definitely leans feminine. But it's unusual. It is unusual. I mean, on the uniqueness, Checkmate it's up there. Just a little too floral. And I like rose fragrances. It's not an anti-rose thing. But again, you know, maybe an 8 out of 10. Not something I would ever wear. But now let's try Casa. I'm not sure how they pronounce this. Top notes are black licorice, pink peppercorn, cardamom. Middle notes are lang lang, jasmine, white gardenia. Boy, you get a lot of that. Another version of ambroxan, they call it ambrosanide, cocoa bean, and vegan musk. This is a floral white flower woody. Boy, is that a description. This is as white flowery as a fragrance can be. I like the black licorice. You can still kind of get it. The pink peppercorn's a little gone. The cardamon's gone at this point. It's just a blast of flowers. Ylang ylang, jasmine, gardenia, cocoa I get a little bit. Vegan musk for sure you get. Again, another very feminine fragrance, one I won't really score because it's not in my wheelhouse, but a nice fragrance nonetheless, but definitely not one that I would ever buy. And as Sully's Diamond, fig leaf, mandarin, bergamot, middle is ylang ylang, broom flower, tonka bean, dry down as myrrh, incense, and amberwood. I get, boy, another floral. I get a little bit of a ylang ylang left, a little bit of tonka bean. I get a lot of myrrh, a little incense, and a little amberwood. Again, very feminine. Would I wear this one for men? No. They call it a woody aromatic incense. Just not something I would wear. But, you know, to each his own. So those are the 10 guys. You know, again, I don't want to put them in an order. I think it's subjective. I think on the darker side, there's some great ones. I think there are definitely things there for men and women. I think Blockade is probably the easiest dumb reach for any of us, for males, I should say. But I guess the problem is, do you want to spend $350 for a dupe of Juventus? I don't know. I mean, is it nicer than Creed's version? I don't think so. Do I like the fragrances overall? Yes. Do I think they're overhyped? 1,000%. Do I think they're worth getting your nose on? Yeah, sure. What I'm going to be doing with this set, since I've worn them a couple times each and obviously sprayed them today, I'll be giving this set away. So if you've gone this far, subscribe. At some point here in the next probably month or so, I'll be giving this set away, so you can kind of try them so you don't have to spend your 75 bucks. But thanks for hanging tight. I know this is a longer version, a longer video, but just want to kind of give you my 2 cents of really what I thought of Mind Games. You know, did we like them? Did we not like them? I think you can see overall, it's fair. Is it my favorite house to date? No. Do I think they have some nice fragrances? Yes. I think they lean very. I think the problem I have with this house is the darker ones are super dark and heavy, and for the male side of it, I don't want to wear flowers and floral fragrances, and so the light side is so light. It's so feminine. So they don't have, to me, and in my opinion, a ton of fragrances that you can wear all year long. A couple, 2, maybe 3 at the most, and the rest are very seasonal. And that's fine. If that's, that's how you wear your fragrances, that's fine. Some of us like just a dumb reach. So again, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. But again, I will be giving this set away here in the next month or 2. So certainly subscribe and certainly comment under this video to be entered in this giveaway. If anything else you guys want to see, let us know, and we'll talk with you soon. Thanks, guys.